Jaguars are arguably one of the most beautiful big cats in the world, second, perhaps only to tigers. But unlike tigers, jaguars love water. And today, we're going to tell you why. Hello and welcome to Animal Logic. As always, I'm your host. Let's get into the big question for this episode, which is, why do jaguars love water? And don't they just love it? They may just have evolved from a semi-aquatic ancestor. When it comes to big cats, if there's any that seem out of place in the water, it's jaguars. Lions, tigers, and leopards generally avoid water, but not jaguars. In fact, jaguars are so comfortable in the water that they can swim with the grace and ease of a jaguar. Sorry, a jaguar. Jaguar swimming is a thing of beauty, kind of like watching a tiger in slow motion. But unlike a tiger in slow motion, you might actually be able to witness this in real life, provided you can find them. Jaguars are found in both the Americas, North and South, and prefer habitats near water. Their range extends from the southern United States all the way to Argentina. Within that range, they can be found in swamps, marshes, rainforests, and around riverbanks. Basically, if there's water around, the jaguar will likely be there too. When you think about it, that preference makes sense. Jaguars have thick, luxurious coats that likely keep them warm in cold climates, but also make them hot in warmer ones. So it makes sense that they'd want to live somewhere mild, somewhere like near water. Generally speaking, large bodies of water, moderate temperatures, meaning that areas near lakes. Rivers and ponds tend to be slightly cooler during heat waves and slightly warmer during cold snaps. But if you ask any jaguar, they'll tell you there's more to their affinity for water than just the temperature. The water itself is full of tasty treats. While jaguars are officially classified as carnivores, more than half of their diet consists of fish. In some areas, fish make up 90% of their diet. And fish are obviously found in fresh water, making water a very important resource for jaguars. But fish aren't the only prey that jaguars can catch in the water. Since jaguars often hunt at night, they're perfectly adapted to ambush prey that comes to the water's edge to drink. Because jaguars are excellent swimmers. They can sneak up on unsuspecting prey from the water and pounce before their target even knows what hit them. This gives jaguars access to prey unavailable to other big cats, such as turtles, which they can easily open thanks to their powerful jaws and teeth. In fact, jaguars may have evolved from a semi-aquatic ancestor. According to a 2014 study published in the journal PNAS, analysis of skull-pelvic reconstruction suggests that the ancestors of modern jaguars had webbed feet, much like the sort you'd find on a duck. Webbed feet are obviously advantageous in the water, which combined with their other aquatic adaptations suggests that jaguars may have evolved in a semi-aquatic environment. In other words, they did unevolve to be good at swimming, and then later decide to hang out in the water. Instead, they evolved in the water and then moved to land. How do we know they eventually moved to land? Because no matter how good a cat is at swimming, they still have to come up for air. And unfortunately for jaguars, there are plenty of predators on land that would happily make a meal out of them if they could. Therefore, jaguars evolved to be good enough at hunting on land to survive. This is unto the first time we've highlighted an animal that does well in water, but evolved to be on land. See our episode on why dogs don't float? So the next time you hear someone say they could take a jaguar in a fight, just laugh and point to the nearest body of water. Unless you're the one fighting the jaguar, then never mind. Thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, we'd be floored if you didn't hit subscribe. Also, if you want to learn more about the world's weird and wonderful animals, we've got 2 more options for you. Click here to watch our full video on why turtles are orange, or click here to watch our full video on why giraffes have such long necks. And if you want to learn more about the science behind the science, you can check out the journal articles used in this episode through the link in the description below. As always, it's me. Don't forget to keep on thinking.